to the bishops, supervisors, general officers, delegates, and general conference attendees. My name is Albert Biwa, a presiding elder in the 15th Episcopal District, and I'm running for bishop in the AME Church. I have a vision of change for the African Methodist Episcopal Church that focuses on spiritual formation and transformation, Christian stewardship, inclusion, equity, and access across the connection, as well as economic development for the GDC districts. As a fourth-generation preacher, I have over 30 years of experience in Christian ministry. I have the necessary expertise to effect the change. I have pastored both urban and rural communities and churches in Namibia. I have served as a presiding elder in the Namibia Annual Conference and served as president of the Presiding Elder Council, focusing on preacher training and church development. I have spearheaded church planting, building, expansion, and renovation projects in this church. I'm also a social activist and advocate for change in the communities that I have served. This is evidenced by my advocacy and my leadership in negotiations for the retirement pension fund for clergy and spouses in the Namibia Annual Conference. I have led the litigation, repossession, and ownership of church property from the Splendid Church Group at Waganas. I co-authored the legislation establishing the African Jurisdictional Council, now known as the Global Development Council, advocating for its objectives. My social activism and advocacy goes beyond the African Methodist Episcopal Church and also reflected in my professional career. I have served the Namibian government in various capacities. I served as the Deputy Director for Social Welfare, responsible for rolling out the senior social pensions. I act as Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare, starting it by crafting procedures and strategic plans that would cause the initiation of that ministry. I serve on the board of directors for the Social Security Commission and the Namibia Institute of Pathology and the Namibia's first War Veteran Subvention Board. I'm currently serving as the Director for Social Protection Services that is responsible for social protection programs aimed at poverty eradication in Namibia. I serve on the Social Development Commission of the United Nations and on various committees of the International Labour Conference. I grew up in the YPD, got sanctified in the lay, and heard the call to ministry as a lay preacher. I support the total program of the church. And as a bishop of this church, I'll continue to support through my vision of change. So as you cast the ballot, may the Spirit lead you to remember that a son of Africa, son of the soil, stands ready to serve as a bishop of our Zion. Vote ballot 403. Vote Albert Biwa for bishop. It's time to do the right thing.